Is it really your fault because it's lifted? We're going to go through some things today to explain what you should look for before and after, or if you're going to lift one of your vehicles. Hey guys, Jeff with Westcott Designs. I'm going to talk to you about a couple things that we always want to do, or even to suggest you doing as a consumer or to a shop or whatever, or even the shops that are out there. We've got this Sequoia that came in yesterday, owned by a customer, and we always, like I say in other videos, that we like to make sure that the customer does pre-measurements, or my guys or our techs do pre-measurements on the truck. So what we did is we did pre-measurements on this yesterday, and I decided I wanted to share it with you guys before I take it down to the dealership. This Sequoia is a Platinum. It's a 2019. It's got about 36,400 miles on it. So it's still within that mileage range and year range for under factory warranty for suspension and bumper to bumper. And so we've taken measurements at all four corners, but back here on this rear corner, they have, on the Platinums, they have airbag system in the rear, and they have load leveling rods in the back for adjustment. But when I take the measurements, or when we take the measurements on this truck, when we measure it here based off the center of the axle, we are at 6 1/4 here. Yeah, 6 1/4. And then over on this other side, we're right at 7 inches. So this truck is higher on this side than that side by 3/4 of an inch, which 1/4 inch is okay. 3/4 of an inch is off. The unfortunate thing, because this is a Platinum and this has independent rear suspension, actually not just because it's a Platinum, but because it's a Sequoia from 2008, obviously to current, they have independent rear suspension. So what it's going to do is it's going to cause abnormal wear on the tires on the inside here. Over a period of time, it'll eventually wear the whole inside of the tire out. And then to a consumer looking at the tire from the outside, it would look like the tire is fine because you don't see far enough back to see that the whole inside of the tire is worn out. So it would wear the tires up abnormally. The big issue here is obviously we're getting ready to lift the truck, and we stopped before we lifted it because we noticed there was something wrong. If we were to lift this truck, then take it in the dealership and say, hey, this truck leans to one side, they say, well, it's lifted, and it's your fault because it's lifted, and something's not right because it's lifted. Well, here's a perfect example right here. That this car hasn't been touched at all yet, and yet it leans 3/4 of an inch on the driver's side, both in front and rear. But most likely it's due to the airbag on this side is either got a leak in it or it's misadjusted, and it's pulling itself down. So this is something I would say we're going to take it to the dealership. Suggest possibly if you've got a car that's under warranty, same thing, take it to the dealership, have them deal with it before you even get involved in doing anything, because we lift this car, it's 3/4 of an inch off. It's not good, because now it looks like it's on us rather than on the dealer or on the factory warranty. So we're going to take this car down there, we're going to drop it off to them, have them check it out. It may have a bad sensor on this. The alignment rods that are on these are fixed, so they're non-adjustable, but it probably has a bad sensor, or it has a bad airbag, or possibly a leak in the system on this side. But we want to get it resolved before we start in it. And this is like one of those things with all customers when they're working on a truck. Take pre-measurements, see where you're at, so then you can see where you're going and what to expect, what you're going to get on this vehicle. If you're saying, hey, I'm going to add 3 inches, okay, well, I'm going to get 3 inches from here. Or, hey, I'm going to go 2 inches up and I'm going to go 2 inches from here. Our lift kit, depending which kit you're running, we see a variance of, depending spring rate on the vehicle, we see anywhere, like on a 4Runner, we see 1.6 to 1.8 inches. On our Tacoma lift, we see between 1.7 and 2 inches on the variance in the front, depending on spring rate or the sag that's already in the spring. But we tell people, take pre-measurements before you even get started, so you kind of have a baseline of knowing where you started and where you're going. So we figured we'd share the Sequoia with it, because obviously there is something wrong with it. We're going to take it down to the dealership, we're going to take it in under warranty, have them take care of their problem first, then we will then address putting our lift and stuff on it. This kit, because it's a Platinum, you're very limited on what's available out there for the Platinums. The kit we're going to use this is a RevTech kit. They make a upper spacer for that, and they also make an adjustment rod, which will put more load underneath the back of it. So that's what we're going to do. So anyways, thanks for watching. We appreciate you. And if you have any questions, please reach out to us. Thanks so much.